Welcome, freaks and geeks, to another Michael at the Movies. And this week's installment is 1987's Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren. Now, if you're like me, a child of the 80s, you grew up with this.
I can't see.
Memories. Anyway, forget all about the 80s cartoon because none of that matters. The only thing that carries over from the cartoon is a few character names. Nothing else comes over. So if you want to see Snake Mountain or Battle Cat or, a normal looking Castle Grayskull or even
By the power of Grayskull.
hell, they don't even have
Pretty soon, nobody will want to play with you. So take a tip from me. Be a good winner and a good loser. You'll enjoy your games more, and so will the people who play with you. Good luck and goodbye.
You know what? Maybe it's not all bad. Moving on. The opening narration brings us somewhat up to speed before hitting us with the title card a little over a minute into the movie. Kinda nice, to be honest with you. Today's movies sometimes don't go and show you the title card for what? Like 20 minutes or so? We get a list of the cast in the movie, which drags on for far too long, to be honest, and then we're back on Eternia, where the armies of Skeletor, played by Frank Lagaria, are taking prisoners, and then boom, we're in the throne room while Skeletor comes in and... Hold on a second. That's Skeletor? The man had blue skin and a yellow skull with no eyes. And this guy kind of looks like a shriveled up Grim Reaper from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And it looks like he's robbing, Emperor Palpatine's closet for robes. Moving on, we're introduced to Eva Lynn, played by Meg Foster, who gives a sit rep on how things are going. Commenting on how Grayskull is theirs, only for Skeletor to show he somehow has the sorceress prisoner already, played by Christina Pickles. After the typical villain monologue, we finally meet up with He-Man, played by Dolph Lundgren. The war has been going very badly for the Resistance. We meet the replacement Orko for this movie, Gwildor, played by Billy Barty. Jesus, we're meeting almost all of the cast in one fell swoop, aren't we? Gwildor quickly takes them back to his hole in the wall to explain why he's so damn important to Skeletor, and it seems Gwildor here likes to make things, namely things like the Cosmic Key. Huh, so that's what Stardust was talking about.
You're distant.
Without meaning to, Gwildor has given, the keys to Skeletor to conquer Eternia. But no time to do anything because Skeletor's troops have found them. And because, it's a door inside of a rock face, like they wouldn't know where to look for him after he just said, Eva Lynn had come to see him. Ugh. After escaping to the tunnels under Castle Grayskull, He-Man and crew try to rescue the sorcerers. But more discount stormtroopers, Eva Lynn, and Skeletor show up. And after spying that Gwildor has another cosmic key, Skeletor tries to have them killed. And totally a not knock-off Star Wars laser battle happens with good guys having blue and bad guys having red. Gwildor opens a portal somewhere to unknown to them. And where did they end up? Earth, of course. Now we switch to what I can only think of as a chicken and rib joint to meet Julie Winston, played by Courtney Cox. I don't know if you've heard of her or not. Avoiding those copyright claims like a champ. Anyway, her soon-to-be ex-boyfriend, Kevin, played by Robert Duncan McNeil, many will know him from Star Trek Voyager as Tom Paris, and he takes her to her parents' gravesite. After finding the key at the gravesite, Kevin almost immediately takes off to go and visit his buddy Charlie, who runs a music store, and while both become mesmerized by the pretty lights, cop cars and fire trucks race off going to a burning high school where Kevin left Julie. So off he races to the school where he makes himself a suspect to the last main role, Detective Lubeck, played by James Tolkien, who carts Kevin off. Back on Eternia, Skeletor's troops have come back to report that they have failed, giving them all one last chance to get He-Man and the key. We cut back to Kevin and Lubick at Julie's house, where, for some reason, Julie goes and calls from a payphone to warn Kevin not to trust anyone with the key, which he proceeds to let Lubick play with the thing. Which again lets Evil-Lyn go and track them down to where they are. Lubick, who is now acting like he's tripping on LSD, questions Kevin, and while Evil-Lyn has the microwave remotely blown up, which causes Lubick to switch into bad cop persona and list off charges that he's going to lay on Kevin. Lubick proceeds to go and take the key and leaves in time to have Kevin beat up by Beastman, taken prisoner, and slapped with a collar that makes him tell everything that he knows while the goons trash the place. After getting what they need, they just leave Kevin there with the collar and go to hunt down Lubick. With that, we kick off the final act with Skeletor, having gained He-Man's sword, gains the power of Castle Grayskull and goes Super Saiyan and gets a fancy gold suit while blasting He-Man. Gwildor and Gru, using a patchwork key, open a portal to Eternia, along with special guest Lubick. And of course, the portal opens right into the middle of the courtroom, filled with Skeletor's troops. Insert another laser battle to take place, which gives He-Man a chance to go and break free. Lubick channels his inner Strickland from Back to the Future Part 2 and takes him down with a shotgun. The final battle is between He-Man and Skeletor. Seeing the tides start to turn, Evil-Lyn takes the named troops and gets the hell out of there. With Skeletor defeated, the sorceress is free, and Julie's healed off screen. Lubick decides to go and stay because he's getting some of that sweet Eternian booty. Gwildor sends Julie and Kevin back to Earth, along with a little gift from the sorceress. And thanks to Weebly Wobbly Timey Wimey stuff, Julie's traveled back before her mother and father have left, thus saving them. Yay! Happy ending! So that was Masters of the Universe, based loosely on He-Man and Masters of the Universe. To be honest, I love this movie. Kudos to my sister for getting this for me for Christmas. This was a typical 80s action flick, cheesy dialogue, a patchwork plot. They would have been better off staying on Eternia. I give this movie a rating of 3.5 out of 5. I've been Michael, and this has been Michael at the Movies. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you already haven't, go and share this video. Click the notification bell so you are always made aware of when I upload a video. And till next time, people, enjoy.
I'll be back.
No, he won't.